Okay, what's Tree Man want? Well done back there, my girl. You are serving your companions well. Now then, I have something I wish to share with you if you have a moment. We've discussed the plan, of which we're all part. I have a means of measuring our progress towards the goal of it. I'd like you to have a look at it. First, let's determine where the rites may take us next. Look forth! I expect you shall see several shining stars where you once saw but one. Cool. What do we got? Okay. We have 4? No, we're in the Bog Star. Trouble shining stars, trick of the eye, or the will of the scribes, who can say? I too once gained newfound vision many years ago, following my first liberation rite. I believe only we of the Nightwings have this gift. I realize that in choosing whom the Nightwings confront in each rite, we in turn influence which triumvirate we face when the time comes to be set free. Really? Huh. The object I invite you to use contains further detail. Sure, the planner. Oh, okay. Huh. Using Volford's planner, you may assess progress towards your ultimate goal, as well as check the current standings of your adversaries. Volford shall keep information up to date for the remainder of your quest. You may look over it now or anytime in the Black Wagon or while searching the stars. Probability of success against who? Whatever. Rites till next liberation unknown. Liberation rites conducted 1. Additional rites required 1. Total rites conducted 9. Exiles liberated 1. Probability of success 30%. Wilfred's best estimation of the revolution brewing in the Commonwealth shall succeed. Damn! Jodariel counts for a whole 30%, huh? Anyways. I don't know what these favor are. Favor. Measure triumvirant's worth in the eyes of the 8 scribes. Favor is earned by prevailing the rites after liberation rite. Triumvirant's favor resets to 0. Huh. Triumvirant with the highest favor is poised to take on the Nightwings in the next liberation rite. Ah, okay. So these guys, who are the prisoners of war who aided the Commonwealth, runs deep. The Bird Ladies, okay. Nathan's playing Payday 2, good on Nathan. Pyre Hearts have a terrible record. We have the best record, obviously. Oof, worst record though is these guys. Aw, poor Dalbert Oldheart. I like him. At least he's played a bunch of games. Fucking manly here. He hasn't done shit. 6 games? I think that's the lowest. It's tied for the lowest with these guys who, at least, you know, made it to the last one and have won 3 of their games. But other than us, yeah, they have the best record. Followed by the witch horrible people. Oof, chaotic firebrands, yeah. Alright, well then. Ah, yeah, okay. I still don't know who these people are. The accusers. Can I... Volford's planner. Who are the accusers? These guys. Bears and old... I have no idea who these guys are. I might have to go and just fight them for the hell of it. Goal, yeah. Aw, but I want to... I want to fight him. He's cool. Fighting him might actually, you know, progress Ruki's story. Although, this would probably progress Headwind's thing, honestly. Because it's human. And yes, that is racist. I liked his music. Let's go fight the Curs. Let's see if Ruki can't get over his fear and all that nonsense. We're gonna be butting head against old Barker again, are we, sister? Just helps know ahead of time so I can brush up on my groveling. Man. Yeah, the riff. Barker Ashpaws. Jesus, what a name. A volatile cur whose pack, the dissidents, conduct the rites more so for thrill than freedom. Okay, good on him, I guess. Back on the other side, Barker never quite took to the culture of the Commonwealth and often ran afoul of the law for various acts, boorishness or vandalism. He always promised to go straight, and in time he found a certain niche, where he was an accomplished hunter. People Commonwealth did have an appetite. Barker relished the hunt more than anything and spent his earnings on a variety of questionable things. One particularly raucous evening, Barker was caught relieving himself on the foot of a statue of Archjustice Androbles IV, and that was the end of his citizenship. Peed on a statue, huh? In the downside, it seems he caught noise at the distance, who in turn must have observed his speed, ferocity, and fearlessness. He is now the best of them. Barker's reputation grew among exiled curs in the Jomir Valley region, where he is feared and unafraid of taking what he wants. Not long after they flushed me down, I was just trying to make ends meet and made a deal with him. In hindsight, let's just say it was a bad idea. He could make my life get real sour if he wants. Anyways, I guess I better go pass out. We got a long few days ahead. Wish Ruki a restful evening in turn. It's too late to take flight, though. Tomorrow you can press on. Ugh. Alright, let's talk about the Pyre Hearts, shall we? The Pyre Hearts! The Pyre Hearts all follow the path forged by the Underking Ors, whose many mighty deeds exceed the smallest stature that somehow contained him. His is the most spirited triumphant, their courage unfaltering, their hearts full. They live always with vigor, and perhaps they die with it as well. They are the Underking's own kind, as at home above the sea, as in it, never ceasing, ever longing, as they do for something more. The Underking chose wisely these qualities. Teaches life devoid of passion, as life devoid of itself. The burning passion is the fuel that drives the Pyre Hearts hand and turn us all. What up? Contemplative mood. He's been rather quiet, at least more than usual, ever since his confrontation with Deluge. He notices the in silvers of solemn manner. Tonight he knows what he shall do now when this is all over. We Worm Knights, we are all born and raised to prove ourselves superior to all other billions of our kind, to lead our lives, however short, with glory. From the moment we shove past our wormling brethren in the egg sacs, at the very end, we are conditioned to excel, to prevail at all costs. This restless pursuit of glory, of fame, of self-worth, it leads most knights' kind out to an early doom, or in the case of Sir Deluge, it leads to a life of falsehood. A life low deceit, abusing one's fellow worm knights, shirking one's responsibility, living in constant fear. This knight cannot abide his former commander, yet pities him. Must be more honor in a life that engulfs this endless conflict. Looks at him intently. This knight shall ever seek the honor when it is all ended, Master Reader. He vows he shall return your guidance in his new awakening, but until such a time, the knight is duty-bound unto the night wings. This is the fulfillment of our plan, a pursuit of freedom, our final quest. For what awaits him afterward is no mere quest. This honor is knight sought. He cannot fully achieve through knighthood, can he? It requires something more. Just to understand. So doth head held high, though not merely in pride. Something has changed in him. Two presents permanently! What is this? Oh, the planner, okay. Oh, and it gives me Volford status. Just get rid of the sparkles. What do we got? Out on his own, reliving the past, chatting with Hedwyn, chatting with Ruki, having a drink, nearby, prancing about, and clearing cobwebs. Damn it, Shay. Is it from my reader? Oh. Never mind. Well then, continue the journey. We fly. Now, being here in the flagging hands continues to set most everyone's spirits. Oh, great. Well, we're leaving. Yeah, they really should tell me what the teams are with their icons. Point of interest. Soar near the Sanfords when your companions first found downside. There's nothing for you here, you wish never to see it again. Hey, look, there it is again. Whee! Alright, so we can either go to Hollowroot, Gilman, or Tizo. Tizo enthusiastic about the prospect of taking this route. Find something of value on this route. Let's go with Tizo. He's going to be in the right, after all. Downside Prairie. You make successful landing in Downside Prairie near the southern edge of Downside. Memories of having first met Hedwyn, Jodariel, and Ruki come flooding back. She regained her freedom from her liberation, right? You now should have some time in the vicinity before continuing under the Ridge of Gold by land. Oh, hey! Yeah, sure. I'll work with Gilman. Jesus, what is this? Keepsake from Downside Prairie. Get that the fuck out of the way. Having a drink with Volfred. Having a drink with Ruki. Having a quick meal. Getting a workout. practicing feints, talking to herself, up in the rafters, and I believe that's everyone. Oh, minstrel, right. Keeping quiet. I always forget the minstrel. Alright. What do we got? Downside is connected with a realm of single artery. The river named prestigious sap colleague Luz. The river gushes into seeming nothingness. Seeming nothingness turns out, of course, to be the downside. Its existence undermines thousands of years of thought about the composition of our world. The downside's southern edge we call the Sandfords. It is desecrated wasteland, speaking well to this land's lack of hospitality. Here the strength of many who survive the river journey finally fails. If only they could clamber further north, where lies the verdant downside prairie. A better place to perish, to be sure. Silver lining, I guess. You've returned. How can I help you, if at all? What's on your mind? You know, my love reader, I must admit, I expect your little followers to be quite so receptive to my instructions, as thus they have proved. I know not whether they owe it all to you, or somewhat more to them than I first inclined to think. In any case, however, I am pleased that they are not entirely disgraceful. I like to keep my expectations well in check, seeing as I have been thus expelled until the end of time. So it is pleasant when those expectations are exceeded every now and then, although I cannot quite recall when that last was. But the best part of all is that there are these brief times which you visit my domain. Yay! I know you cannot for long. This damn crystal in which I am enthralled sees to that. Though you are perhaps surmised whenever it decides that you and your little friends are worthy enough, why I can offer them in a trial, and likewise I can offer you a chat. Sometimes I think you achieve those trials of mine, perhaps it does something to trim the length of my eternal banishment. Eternity being what it is, however, perhaps not. Still, if trophies of these blasted scribes are worth something to you, then all you need is but to brave my trials and they can be yours! And perhaps there's good in it for me as well. Then something changes or changes the subject. I've likely said too much. I'm not to influence you in your use of the Beyonder Crystal. It is not there to be tampered with by anyone, including me. Forget what I said. But you're awesome and I love you. Oh good, I was just beginning to feel more bored even than usual. Let's go, Gilman. You asked Sandra to minister wherever writes for Gilman. You think that dimwit of a worm has a chance? You take that back. Perhaps you're correct. Yes, I am. Though I put little stock in him myself. Though, let us bring him forward. So Gilman appears. Love that guy. Master Rita, this knight perchance is in trouble for something. Now, Gilman, you're about to get way better. Yeah, so Tizo needs to be in the right. Ruki does. And I might use Pamitha again, because she's awesome. The apparition Chandra appears and fashions her mask. Hey, girl. Listen well, Worm. You answered me here. As you will, Your Highness. Your Highness, I like the sound of that. The flattery shall get you nowhere here. Demonstrate your competence to me, then, Worm. You shall have to do it mostly on your own, though, under no guidance of your lovely reader. I trust you are prepared. Of course, Your Highness, this knight accepts your challenge. Whee! Ridiculously fast! Yes! He is crazy fast. Well, he's not that fast, I guess. Damn. Whee! And it restores like 7. Which isn't great given she took away 30, but hey, what are you gonna do, right? Ah! Ah, piss. Ah! This isn't good. I love the spring noise when he jumps. Damn it! I don't know who that is. Aw, oh, come on, don't be that way. Ah, I don't have aura when I come back. That's the problem. I'm also like 1 second away from resetting. Since I only do 15 fucking damage. Yeah, I also do the fancy, like, slashes, which I still don't quite get how those work. I much prefer the blasting, like, with the... I ran right into that. Gilman might be a little too fast. Yeah, I just don't get how the damn slashes work. I'll need like 3 more shots is the problem with Gilman. I didn't have the stamina. Oh, I did have the stamina to jump, I guess. But it got weird on me. Ugh. Oh, right, they can plant the fucking trees. I was wondering what they could do again. Nice. 2 more. Can't believe the last one's gonna have 5. I'm gonna have to live with that. The spring noise when he jumps is so good. I also don't know how I managed that one. That was threading a needle. Gilman rules, you suck! What the hell is that? I should have had that, but he was stuck on the side for some reason. That was a load of crap. And I want everyone to know it. There we go. I only took 1 restart, so that's good. Yeah, Noxeris, right? Huzzah! This night prevails! I have no choice but to concur with the assessment worm. You have performed sufficient and you passed my test. Thus, congratulations are in order to you and your lovely reader. Now farewell. Sandra's favorite. Oh, what does that mean? I'm curious. Complete 5 trials. I do like Sandra. Have I made that obvious? Master Reader, this knight is humbled after having passed such a sorceress test. Wow, by the scales of the Under Kingers, what do you have there? Oh, damn. Jumps farther than usual. Fucking get that son of a bitch equipped. But I do like that one. Maybe I'll give it to Pamitha. That's not the thing. That's the thing. Give this to Pamitha, I guess. I think everyone else... Yeah, we've all participated. No, Tizo hasn't. Nah. Tizo has yet to participate in one of her fancy rites, but, yeah, other than that... Right, so Tizo, Pamitha, and... I think I said Ruki. Yeah, that's probably right. Let's go rummaging. The little imp Tizo is keen sense for things now takes you far into the untamed reaches of Blooming Pool. Keeping up with him proves difficult. All of a sudden he begins to hop and screech. Ski wants to help him dig right under his feet. You begin to dig in the vicinity, soon uncover something long since buried, perhaps for someone such as you to find. Vengeful vow. The bear is banished and ensuring black. Oh, damn! That's pretty damn good. That's real good. What, more? What do you want? Find Headwind rather lost in thought. Looks over to you at your approach. Oh, hey, my friend. Alright, so what's it gonna be? Points the direction of the cooking tins strewn over the wagon. One of life's small comforts here, we get to eat. Not a day goes by, I'm not grateful for it. There's only so much to choose from, whether here in Downside Prairie or anywhere around, I guess. You know, I was having trouble deciding what to cook. Just had fire caps again last night, and those never seem to sit well with everyone anyways. There's no more glop gill. Not that anyone but T's over like that stuff, and I feel like we've been having gutter crabs every day for months. I'm not too excited about that. That's where you come in, and no consulting books or stars or anything. Just you and me here now. What am I making? Steak. I know there's a lot of steak. No one's struggling to get steak. Filet of an acquired taste, mostly through prolonged and desperate. Slit of porridge. Filet of slurg. Slit of porridge. Notorious just Headwind is perfected to the upper limits of its capacity to not be terrible. Gutter crabs again. An inoffensive option, there's added benefit of putting some lucky gutter crabs out of misery. Whatever he wants. Give me this porridge. Ask Headwind to prepare another batch of his silt porridge for the group. He eyes you warily as you request this, searching for any trace of irony. Alright, my friend, never took you for a slit porridge type. Silt porridge. I said steak, but you said you didn't want gutter crabs again, and this is the only one you made no comment on, and you said it's not terrible. So, I guess even after all this time, we still have much to learn about each other. Now lend me a hand with this stuff, would you? You assist headway in the preparation of silt porridge, and the two of you get to talking about the past, the reality of cooking and downside as a way of making him nostalgic. I found the blood border wasn't much easier. I don't care. You banged a bird, and they kicked you out. You're boring. I don't care. So good at picking the worst possible occasions for us. The time they showed up, I was nowhere to be found. Your own fault. Must have told you about that. Yeah, you did. Well, either way, I don't think I told you much about... Is that the bird you slept with? Yeah. I was riding, whoa, to relay an order. When she caught me out in the open. She could have had me, whoa! But we stood there, you know? Never seen anything like her. In her voice, you ought to be more careful with your life. And I just say, I'm not the type to say such things, but it's all I could think of when looking at her, so I tell her it was worth the risk. Anyway, she spared my life, and of course, when we saw riders heading towards us, she looked at me and we took off. I didn't want to leave her, and I didn't for a while. Soon after I came back, I went off in search again for her, though this time the risk I took, a lot of people paid for it. The harps attacked when no one was there to raise the alarm. You suck. Wait, you didn't even sleep with her? You just met her once? A few days later, Hedwin the Deserter was sentenced to exile. And now, he's about to cook some silt porridge. Thanks for your help, friend. I can take it from here. Heads out in the afternoon, you can sense feel more at ease. Well, he's not in the next raid. Well, that'll be it for this episode. Thanks so much for watching. I've been Tokenlad. Talk to you later, shooting a share. See you around, ass clowns.